Okay, so I want to create a sound here, and I want to write some music in my synthesizer. So what I've done is I've created these synthesizers here, and now I have down here these tracks. So let's just look at this first Heisenberg here. Notice as I clicked on here, it centered the workspace right on that synthesizer. I can also zoom in using my click wheel, uh, and I can zoom out. You can zoom in and out using these. Okay, and notice there are also a few tools over here. There's the hand tool, that's just for moving things around. There's the arrow tool, which will actually change settings here. And you can also always undo things you do by just pressing Control Z or Command Z. So let's just write a few notes for this Heisenberg here. Notice my composition here is at 120 beats per minute. I can see my measures. I have 4 measures here, and so let's click on this Heisenberg. Notice the little dot here is off, so it's actually muted right now, so I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to select a measure. I just double-clicked there. And I'm going to double-click on that again, and what's going to happen is a keyboard is going to come up. So now, all right, and I'm going to show that software keyboard so I can also play it. So I can also play it with my fingers. Now, I can actually, these notes right here, these are all beats. These are quarter notes, 4 per measure, and I can just make a song. And I can also extend this region a little further, and this is going to be the region that's going to loop. If I don't continue this, it'll continue to loop whatever's under there for as long as the region lasts. Here, check this out. Notice it just kind of played that again. If I go like this, now it's just going to play this and play something. Okay. So notice that you need to have this engaged for it to actually read what's going on here. This is the velocities of the notes. Let's say I want these notes to be a little softer. I can drag them up and down. That's quite easy if I want to shape my music a little bit. Now, quarter notes can be a little bit boring. Do I want those notes to end a little early? Sure. So I can make a slightly different size here. Let's say 30-second notes. And I can just take the edge. Let's just zoom in here. I can take the end off of each of these and give it just a little bit of articulation. Let's see how that sounds. Okay. You can also affect the sound in there. And we also have worked on automation. So, a couple things to realize here. When you're composing, you just double click. And it will make a note wherever you double click. You can, as you are here, you can see that it highlights the note on the piano, so you can see exactly what note you're on. You can click a note and then delete it. And you can also click a note and extend it. Now this note is too small to extend, so I actually have to zoom in a little bit using this zoomer tool here. And then you can extend or shorten the note. And it will usually only extend or shorten to it'll only extend or shorten to the actual barriers. So that is how you compose in MIDI. You can compose chords. Okay, and notice here it's too short of a note, so I'm going to lengthen it here. Go back to 30-second notes. All right, so now I can create chords. So let's listen to that. Oh, that's not working because this is set as a mono synthesizer right here. I can set it as a polysynth, and it will make chords. Okay, that note was not supposed to be there. So you can write a song, and so let's shut that off, and let's do our other Heisenberg right here. And I'm going to make a software keyboard for this. Let's make a bass line for our Mary Had a Little Lamb. And we'll make a really short bass line here. Double click there. We get the notes. And I'm going to quantize. It's called quantizing when you figure out what kind of the lowest kind of note you want to do is. And let's just make an 8th note bass line here. Let's do a nice low bass. let's see how that sounds. Okay, you can hear it's clipping all over the place. So we can fix that, and we can go into our mixer. Actually, just watch the mixer as it plays, and you can see that it's. Come on, you can see that it's clipping. Here we go. See the red there. I'm going to do a little thing here. I'm going to select this region, and I'm going to loop that region. I just right-clicked here, and I select the loop, and now well, that's not what I wanted to do. And now the loop marker is right there. It's just going to play that over and over again. So let's take the sound down here. Okay, so the levels are a lot better. So you can adjust the levels. And remember, you can always quantize it a smaller number if you want it to be, if you want to change the notes to be more interesting. All right, here we go. Let's listen to that. Okay, so lots of options here, and all the things that we learned in the last lesson also apply here. So